This is not a test. What you are witnessing is live radio 106.5 FM. And this is the Indieevo radio show with your host, Mitch Barnes, Kel G, Reek, and I am DJ KDL. Let's get into it.
Back, Indieevo Radio Live on WPPM LP Philadelphia 106.5 FM and online at phillycam.org. Radio, listen, and just added the app TuneIn Radio. That's how you say it, Kel? TuneIn Radio.
Mm-hmm.
TuneIn Radio. Search WPPM or search Philly Cam.
Who we got here?
We have the beautiful marketing specialist, CEO of Midnight Productions. Is that right? Promotion. I'm sorry. Can you introduce yourself?
It's Tia Black of Midnight Promotions online.
Tia Cold Toes Black.
Cold Toes, because these
Please don't get us started.
fellas
Thank you for calling us fellas.
weren't fast enough to get
Is her mic on? Y'all hear?
me in the building.
There we go.
Well, we thank you nonetheless for coming and joining us today.
And being cold, we apologize.
I'm grateful to be here. Thank you for having me.
You know, they do need like a light bell. Like a bell that they pushing like the light up or something.
I think that would be helpful.
Or the studio number. I know that lights up.
Too late now.
Yeah, too late now. She ain't trying to hear none of that stuff.
Right.
We're gonna have to work this out later.
Now, Tia, what is it that you do? Introduce yourself and your company.
Oh man, what I do is I build brands. Midnight Promotions, I started it when I first finished my bachelor's level. Went to college as an adult, didn't go straight out of high school, decided to have a kid like everybody else in my time. Went back to college later on, got my bachelor's in business and wanted to focus in marketing. Marketing is the key to every successful avenue of business out there.
Now, how did you realize that? What influenced you to go into business promotion and marketing?
I took a sales class. I was in school. I didn't really know what I wanted to major in. I knew it was something in business, but I didn't know what avenue of business I wanted to go into. So I took a real estate class. I took an accounting class, and then I took a sales class. And my instructor at that time was so unbelievably convincing that sales was like the key behind every aspect of everything that we did. And he integrated it so that it made sense to me on so many levels that I just knew that that's what I wanted to do for the rest of my life.
Sales.
So
what's the difference? All right, so my question is, I think you really answered the question, but I was looking at a different word. So what was the first idea in your mind that attracted you to the business of promotion? Is that sales too, or what is the business of promotion?
All right, so promotions is a smaller scope of marketing.
Okay.
So in marketing, it's sales, promotions, advertisement, and product placement.
That was 4 key things you just said?
4 key things of marketing that goes under the umbrella.
So what's some of the stuff that people neglect when it comes to advertising and marketing that you bring to the game without revealing too much about your business, so won't nobody copy your style? Because
well, they already do.
But I mean, they can copy it, but only one person can do it.
Exactly. I mean, everybody copies the originator, but there's only going to be one originator.
Imitation is the best form of flattery.
I love it. I love seeing how I literally change so many ways people do things in Philly. Promotions in a party clubs, promotion of branding on different levels of bartenders and promoters. I've just influenced so much. It's a huge flattery to me.
I want to take you back a little bit because I think you answered the question, but I wasn't sure. So you said that you didn't come straight out of high school when you got your degrees.
No.
Okay, so what was the motivating circumstances that made you first get your degrees, then become an entrepreneur?
So, coming out of high school, I had a kid.
Okay, that's motivation.
Exactly, a teenage mom.
Okay.
But, that even did not motivate me at the time. I was working at Caldors. A lot of people don't know, but I had a little criminal background with me.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I
know you live on my block.
Well, we killed 21st Street.
Letting that ratchet all over.
I'm just saying, 21st Street, we definitely locked it down. We had a lot of things popping in the neighborhood. My mom was, known very notoriously, and our family had a lot of dealings in the street. However, it wasn't until my son's father got killed out in the streets that I realized that I had to do something deeper and bigger and better with my life.
Okay.
And I went back to college. And as I was going through college and working at the same time, I realized that I was never going to get where I wanted to get to working for somebody.
Okay.
I wanted to be that person that was hiring me.
I got you. That's deep.
And I've always had that motivation.
So that motivates you to become an entrepreneur.
Absolutely. And I want my kids to be entrepreneurs. I don't want them to ever have to walk into somebody's job and ask them for a position.
I know.
Right.
I know the feeling. 7 days a week.
Right, do for self.
It's crazy.
That's what it's all about. Now, you already started your son out being an entrepreneur.
He's already started.
Well, he's been doing
NasGraphics.com. If you go on Instagram and check out at nas.gfx, he's one of the dopest graphic designers out there. He got a lot of big clientele right now, so shout out to my son.
That's what's up.
Now, marketing.
I wish I'd have knew that. Because I was been seeking.
Oh, well, now you know. No,
I like to keep my money in,
like to keep it around the way.
Right.
Right. Now, marketing with the internet. Now, you've seen the transition since you started taking marketing classes and everything. Has the internet helped or hurt your marketing? Because now on the internet, it seems like everybody got a chance to get their hands on marketing. So what does it make it more competition for you, or it just stepped up your game too?
Quite frankly, it made it more competition, but it forced me to step up my game. You got a lot of people out here now that's calling themselves marketers. You got a lot of people out here that's calling themselves promoters. You got a lot of people calling themselves brand managers, all because they got 15K followers on Instagram.
That might not even be real.
That might not be real, or might be real. But at the end of the day, they got all these followers, and nobody is paying attention to what they're doing other than they ass shots.
Right.
Excuse my language.
Okay.
They got followers, but they ain't put no paper in their pocket.
Exactly.
So
it's really about quality.
Right.
Over quantity.
So in short, because you have a business, so any question we ask you, we don't want you to really give too many details because this is your business. So in short, can you explain what exactly is promotion in short? Promotion
is getting someone interested in what you're doing, selling, or going to.
That's what's up. So I'm just gonna go down the line so we won't, because I really want to know these questions because I'll be swearing I'll be knowing what I'll be doing, but that you just gave me an answer that I gotta rethink my marketing strategy. But in a few words, can you sum up advertising? Just in a few short words, because we understand.
Well, at the end of the day, listen, let me just be honest. I don't mind giving away my business. Okay. I don't. If you go to Facebook under Midnight Promotions, you'll find that I have a Facebook page that has so much of abundance of information that I share for free. Because I want to see everybody win, especially our people.
Okay.
So
she's not lying too. You go there, you need some tips on that.
It's a lot, and I don't mind sharing that with people. But at the end of the day, advertising, we have 3 strategies that we say is effective in effective advertising: shock, humor, and informative. Those are 3 major uses and methods that you use to advertise effectively. All 3 of those ways cause people to retain information. Advertising effectively is about short advertising, but effectively sticking to someone's mind.
Okay.
And do you believe in the age-old thing that they say that all promotion is good promotion, bad promotion is good promotion?
Do I believe in it? It's true. It's very true.
Because you get your name out.
It's very true. Do I like it? No.
I mean, of course, don't nobody like it.
Nobody likes it.
Wouldn't nobody be talking about Soulja Boy right now if it wasn't for the bad promotion?
Absolutely. I mean, look at Cardi B and all these other people out there that just, made a reputation off of just being wild and crazy. And they built brands around it.
Brand. Speaking of brand, how important is branding? your business?
It's number one.
Wow.
It's number one. Like, you can't have a business without a brand.
Okay.
Your brand is what people see when they look at you.
Okay.
Your brand is how people identify you. And so you have a lot of people out there that's selling themselves but not branding themselves.
So that's a waste of time, basically?
Total waste of time because you're going in any direction.
Okay.
Branding is about stimulating yourself around the image that you want people to see when they look at you.
Right. A prime example, I'm sorry not to cut you off, a prime example of branding is Snoop. Like,
Absolutely.
Snoop can put his hands on whatever he wants. It ain't even about the music with him no more.
Absolutely.
He touch everything.
So you saying his name, Snoop Dogg, that name?
Dogg, that name.
Right.
He branded himself so that he literally can be affiliated with Martha Stewart
Yeah.
Right.
or Rick Ross
Right.
and still hold the same level of credibility across the board.
Yeah.
And that's the goal for effective branding.
Okay. So when you have a business, you become an entrepreneur. How important is your logo?
That's number one part of your branding.
Oh, okay, branding.
Your branding is built around all of your small key essentials of your business.
Okay.
Your logo, your location, your placement, your integrity, your values, what you're building based on what you're building that value around. And all of those things go into how you build your brand.
So that leads me to this question. Is it still good to like how y'all say Snoop branded his name, but you know how Sean Puffy is a brand and Bad Boys is a brand. Is it okay or is it difficult to brand you to have more than one brand?
No,
That's what I'm trying to.
but see, a lot of people do it wrong.
Okay.
The thing you have to do is you have to saturate your brand first.
Okay.
You have to establish your brand before you build any brand extensions.
Gotcha. That's dope.
And Puffy built himself up. when he was
Puffy
able to
built himself
expand
where
on
he
everything
was
else.
able to extend his brand because people already recognized his brand.
Gotcha.
So then he expanded out into different areas and avenues. And that was easy to do.
That's what I get confused about too in business. Can you explain something that's supposed to get trademarked? Because I know it's like trademark and copyright, and sometimes you don't know what the copyright or what the trademark. Can you give an example of something that you should trademark?
Your trademark should be the name of your show. The name of
Okay.
your show should be trademarked.
I already trademarked that for you.
I'll get you, man.
I'm selling it too.
I own that thing, though. Don't worry about it. Go ahead. But now listen, like you just said, now I just own it through, like I got an LLC. Indieevo. That's not trademark.
No, that's not trademarking the name.
Now is my name still protected because this is my business?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
Thanks for letting everybody know. You better get on that Monday morning, buddy.
I'm sorry. Don't ask me no questions on air. You don't want answer.
Yeah, no one has.
But no.
People be on it.
See, he picking your brain, getting all his info
No,
right there.
you know
that
I'm
you would
done.
charge for.
Even
No, I'm not.
even if you have your business under this name, someone else could still use the same name that you're using for your business for a different business of their own.
Okay,
That's the idea of
I just want to know that before I
trademarking.
spend all my money. I just got paid the other day, so. Well, go ahead. I'm all right. That's what's up. That's
You better
deep
pay
too.
that good money.
That's deep too.
You need it to protect your interests.
Okay.
Seriously. There's people out there that would love to call themselves Midnight Promotions, and I will wait for them to do it.
Now, how long has Midnight Promotions
Let them do it
been?
for a little while too, huh?
Yeah. I want them to make a little bit of money, too.
How long has Midnight Promotions been in existence?
Since 2004.
Since 2004.
Yes.
Now, since you've had the name, what have you done? But I know you've done a lot, but the big stuff. That you can keep
Oh
it
my
simple
God.
because it runs long.
Listen, I've managed so many artists that have been signed, that have went on to do, I guess, big things for themselves, but then fell off eventually, I guess. A lot of times when you manage artists and they get signed, they want to pull the management off and use their own management.
Right.
And so I take that check and, keep it moving. So after that is really on them. But I've done a lot of work with artists. I've done a lot of work with personal brands. So many people. Tooth the Barber, Name, Slick Fingers, just to name some of the people. I've also been a part of one of the biggest bartending schools in the tri-state area. Started out with Nate and built that up into an unbelievable conglomerate. You know, I build businesses and brands. That's what I do. So,
is it a favorite type of business that you like to work with?
I love the entertainment industry.
Okay.
I love being on the spotlight.
So, you touched on the social media, but how important is it nowadays?
If you don't have a social media and a presence, you're nobody in this world.
Sure,
Waste of time.
Social media like another neighborhood. If you ain't got that, then you ain't part of that.
Okay, now let's talk about social media. So, would you say, you know, you got your social media popping off? Could you like fall back on like the traditional flyers we used to use and all that stuff?
Oh my God, yes.
That's a waste of money nowadays.
That stuff is outdated.
Okay.
You do not need to put any money into print materials anymore.
Right. When I see
She
that
said
on my
none.
when I see that
She
on my
said a little
windshield
bit.
wiper, you know what I do when
Throw
I
it
pull
away.
up? I turn on my windshield wipers as soon as I get out the car
And make it swoop
off.
Wow. Swoop. Get. I don't even look at it.
It's a waste of time, energy, and resources
Okay.
to print out anything.
Got you.
Unless you're going to a presentation or present an idea and you need to put print materials in front of somebody,
Yeah, and put them in their hands.
ideally,
Okay.
that's the only way I would ever advise anyone to print anything out anymore. You can reach more people in a more efficient way just by going on social media.
Right. So nowadays, instead of spending $2 and some change for the hard copy flyers,
You just
spend.
spend $60 and get a digital
Okay.
electronic flyer made and you
Gotcha.
put it everywhere.
Got you.
Flood
That's
the
dope.
internet.
That was a reality check for me too, because I got like a bunch of flyers sitting
Man,
out right
all
now.
happy
I
guy.
know. Listen, the old heads.
I said to myself, I said, this is my last time getting these joints though. But so you know, we gotta, before we get out of here, we gotta hit you with this question. You probably told us, what is the number one most effective promotional tool in your book?
Image.
Whoa, image,
What you mean? How you want to market your
visuals,
Image.
image.
How you want to market your image?
Let
or
it
how
talk.
your image look?
No,
Go
not
ahead.
how you want to market it, is how you are presented. Your image is your number one tool.
Because you never get a second chance to make a first impression.
First impressions is lasting impressions, and your image should always match what it is you're trying to accomplish. Whether you got $1 million in your pocket or $50 in your pocket, you should still look successful at all times.
At all times. You got to look like money to get people with money to want to do business with you.
And you speaking on not just, you know, your appearance, everything.
Everything.
All
The way
your
you carry
artwork, the
yourself.
way you talk to people.
Everything. I try to tell these young girls out here so
Spend 2 seconds to
often.
get your car washed.
Yeah, and no, seriously, it's the whole package. Branding starts from the time you step out your door to the time you go to bed.
Right. I
So
couldn't reflect
everything
my image. I ain't got nothing to sell. I got that image though. What
That's
products at?
And you do. If I go to your social media right now, I would think you was a billionaire
Yeah,
traveling the world.
Jumping off of cliffs from Jamaica.
Right, absolutely.
I hope I don't be blowing you up every time I say that every show. Actually, want to-
I mean, and that's a successful way to build your image. At the end of the day, you know, a lot of people right now are making a lot of noise off of their bodies. And while sex is the number one seller and always will be, it's
Oh, wow, for real?
absolutely.
Sex is the number one seller,
Sex
huh?
has been the number one seller since selling
Beginning of
began.
time.
Yeah, you're right.
Back in the day when they had slavery and, you know, they had flyers, they would put these flyers around of women on top of men to sell cigarettes.
Right.
Mm.
Prostitution is the
Just to give you an idea, and that goes back thousands and thousands of years. Sex is the number one seller. Sex is not the number one lasting seller, though.
Okay.
Right. It'll get you hot, then you fizzle out.
Got you.
It only lasts as long as that experience.
Right.
So while a lot of people build their brands around the sexual image, you got to give them something to hold on to them.
You think that would allegedly happen to Luke? In a way?
Nah, because he perfected the game.
I mean,
he got his money. He got his money. He
Luke,
good.
if that would have happened to Luke, it would have been happened. Luke been around for 30 years.
right.
Plus some change.
I think what Luke did is just
Every time I ask a dumb question, he let me know. Don't worry about it.
No,
Luke,
he
Luke,
just
you have
moved
to-
over. He moved over to let the younger generation take over.
Right.
But he's still involved with a lot of stuff
Okay, behind the
behind the
scenes.
scenes.
He was just running for mayor.
Bring that
Miami.
up. Why we bringing that up? I want to tell everybody, just because you don't see people,
Don't mean they
don't
ain't
be
making
so
moves.
quick to say somebody fell off.
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
a lot of people be behind the scenes getting brick. Now listen, how true is this myth still true? Yes or no? When I was coming up, getting in the game, they always said that word of mouth was the #1 promotional tool or marketing tool, whatever you want to have it, the most effective word of mouth. Is that still true to this day with all this technology and stuff?
Not the most influential in promotion, but the most influential in marketing.
Okay.
Word of mouth is always going to be very powerful.
Okay.
Very powerful. People have gotten away from it. I think a lot of people don't take into consideration customer service anymore.
Let's not talk about that. It's a whole
Customer
nother show,
service is
2 hours
the
long.
dying breed, and I think that a lot of people miss that and lose out on a very successful opportunity because of not having that.
Right.
Customer service, good customer service will cause your brand and your company to last a lot longer than you could ever imagine.
95%
My
of
job just
business.
had a customer service boot camp, man. I learned a
Absolutely.
lot. I was looking like, oh man, I supposed to be seeing that one of them people.
Listen, customer service is everything. A smile, a gesture, letting people know that your business is appreciated, whether how small or big those purchases are.
Yeah, you don't want to keep spending money with somebody that don't appreciate it.
Absolutely
Man, I hate
not.
giving tips and going to spend money when they in there talking. Well, I was like, nah, I ain't gonna bust nobody because I don't know.
You know,
I might
like
keep
when
saying
people have you
allegedly.
standing outside in the cold.
I know that was messed up. I'm gonna make it up to you. Listen, can you get it? Can you get the listeners all your information again if they want to get in touch with you and see?
Absolutely.
Learn more about what's
First
going
of
on.
all, I need everybody to go check out my latest artist, Heron 16, on Instagram. Y'all see him. He everywhere. He buzzing right now like
Yeah.
crazy. But if y'all ever need any marketing, branding, or any type of advice, please follow me on Tia BLK on Instagram, Tia Black on Facebook. My business page is Midnight Promotions LLC. I'm on Twitter, Tia Black as well. LinkedIn, Tia Black, across the board.
That's what's up.
The only thing that's not Tia Black is Instagram. Unfortunately, somebody must have already had that, so it's Tia BLK.
Okay. Or Google her.
Or
Google,
Google
baby.
me, because
Yeah.
I'm definitely listed on Google as well.
Thank you very much for coming out.
Thank you for staying
I
outside.
appreciate
Giving us
for being
all
here.
these Jews, even though we had you outside, you still came
Ain't no
up here
way,
with good,
ain't no way
with
you
good
had
customer
outside.
service, positive attitude. We really appreciate it. We promise that will not happen again.
It won't, because
All right.
I will kick y'all butt. I'm just trying to tell you. Thank
All
you
right.
for having me, though.
All right.
Indieevo Radio every Saturday from 6 to 8 p.m. live on 106.